So today we're diving into the world of makeup, beginner makeup to be specific. I've had a few people ask me what products they should buy to get them started on their makeup journey, and so I figured that if there are people in my personal life who need me to help them, then some of you guys may also be struggling with the same thing. In this video, we'll be focusing on easy to use products that will help you achieve an everyday makeup look. So if you're feeling overwhelmed and confused because there's so many products and you're not really sure where to start, what to get, don't worry, I got you. First things first, before we get into products, let's talk skincare. A good skincare routine is the foundation for any makeup look, and I'm not talking hectic skincare routines with like serums and acids and all of that stuff. Just a good cleanser and moisturizer will do the job. The point is to make sure that your skin is clean and fresh. So make sure that your face is cleansed, your face is moisturized, and for an added layer of protection you can add sunscreen. But honestly, right now I feel like sunscreen is a bit tricky. It really depends on the kind of sunscreen that you get, because some of the sunscreens don't really mix well with makeup products. So honestly, that's just like trial and error. You're just gonna have to try and figure out what sunscreen works best for you. Like for me today, I did not put on any sunscreen because the sunscreen that I use particularly does not go well with makeup. My makeup will literally melt off. So I do try to avoid sunscreen, but that's also just if you just feel like you wanna add just an added little layer of protection, then you can go in with sunscreen. Once you have a clean, fresh face, then the next step is to go in with primer. This will help your makeup last longer and also address any skin concerns that you may have. For instance, if you have oily skin, then you might want to use a mattifying primer. I personally love the Rimmel London is it matte primer? I think it's called Rimmel London matte primer. It does a really great job at mattifying the face and creating a base for lasting makeup. And if you have dry skin, then you might want to go in with a hydrating primer. The Maybelline Luminous and Smooth Primer will give you more of a moisturized look instead of the dry and matte look that you'd get from using a mattifying primer. So if you particularly want your makeup to look a bit more dewy, then you want to use a hydrating primer. And then if you have other skin concerns such as maybe fine lines and large pores, then you will go in with the Maybelline Baby Skin Primer to blur those out. Now that your face is like nice and primed and fresh, you can then move on to eyebrows. Honestly guys, for eyebrows, I don't think it really matters the brand of eyebrow pencil that you use. I think the most important thing is technique. I do have an eyebrow tutorial on my channel. I will link it here on the card somewhere, so do go and check that out. But me personally, I use the Catrice eyebrow stylist pencil. I really like it. Honestly, it does the job. It's very precise. It helps get me really good definition for my eyebrows. But like I said, it doesn't really matter. What's really important is technique. So you can literally get your eyebrow pencil from anywhere. You can get Essence, you can get Revlon, you can get LA Girl. It really doesn't matter. Just make sure that you have a good eyebrow technique, and I promise you you'll be good to go. Next is foundation. My favorite beginner friendly foundation is the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. I really like that foundation. It's affordable, it regularly goes on sale, it's lightweight, it refines pores, it gives really good coverage. I actually have it on right now. It's matte, it's easy to blend, and it leaves a seamless finish. It's also really good for all skin types, so whether you have normal skin, combination skin, or dry skin. I think that's also something that you need to look at when you're looking for makeup products, is figuring out like your skin type, what kind of skin you have, because that will really determine like which products you get. You understand? Whether you get a hydrating foundation, like I said with the primers, you can get foundations that are like hydrating, you can get foundations that are mattifying. I've been using it for a really long time and I have not had any issues with it. I really do recommend it as like a beginner friendly foundation. Another good foundation that I personally like, that's a little bit more on the pricey side, it's the Rimmel London foundation. There's the matte one with the red cap, and then there's like the dewy one with the blue cap. When I first started with makeup, I had bought the the one with the blue cap, and at the time I didn't really understand like coverage, I didn't understand finish, like whether it's matte or it's dewy. I didn't understand those things. So that particular foundation, I loved it, it worked really well. But the one that I bought with the blue cap, it didn't really give me good coverage. And now that my skin is like clearing up a little bit, I might just go back and get it because I really love it, and I think it's really good. It's honestly one of the best in my opinion. Concealer is great for covering up blemishes and dark marks, and it's also for like highlighting your under eye. So if you have skin concerns like blemishes and dark marks, then you'd likely get a concealer that's like your shade, just so you can cover those things up. And then to brighten up, you're gonna want to get a concealer that's maybe 2 to 3 shades lighter, depending on what you like, because it's not everybody that likes a bright under eye. I personally love a bright under eye, but it's not for everybody. A good beginner friendly concealer that I still use to this day is the LA Girl Pro Concealer. It's gone up in price now. I think when I first started makeup it was like 60 rand or something. Now it's like 100 rand. Like, it's so crazy. But honestly, I still believe that it's really good as a beginner product. Honestly, it's easy to blend. It's like the perfect consistency for me. I really like the consistency of that concealer. As a beginner, I do recommend getting the LA Girl Pro Concealer. It's available at Discount. I promise you, I'm not leading you astray. Like, I love that concealer so much. It'll never go out of style in my opinion. To set your face, to set your cream products, you need a loose setting powder that will keep your products in place and prevent them from creasing, smudging, and to absorb any excess oils on the skin. Out of all the setting powders that I have used so far, I really love the Yardley loose setting powder. That I honestly think it's one of the best setting powders in the game. It's very lightweight and it gives off like an airbrush finish. I love it so much. It does not make, you know how sometimes when you use a setting powder, like the moment you apply it on your skin, it can give patchy. You don't get that with the Yardley loose powder. It just goes on so smoothly, sets your under eye. It really does what setting powder is supposed to do. It is a bit pricey, but honestly it's worth the price because it really does the job. Another setting powder that comes close to that I used when I was a beginner, it's the LA Girl Pro loose powder. I really do think that's also a very good one. It comes really close to the Yardley. I never had any issues with it when I was using it. It didn't give patchy, it didn't give any of that. So it's more on the cheaper side, but honestly I really do suggest that you just get the Yardley. Just spend that money, girl. Spend that money, girl. Spend that ching so that you can get a look that you want and get and just get an overall finish that just looks so good on your makeup. Once you've set your face, you can go in with like setting spray here and there just to, you know, tie the makeup in. But next you're gonna want to contour, blush, and highlight. So as a beginner, I do recommend that you use powder products like powder bronzer, powder blush, and highlighter, because I feel like cream products require a bit more skill. You need to know how to properly blend your makeup, and so if you don't know how to use the cream products, then you might have an issue, because then you're gonna end up with makeup that's not blended. It doesn't look good. Then you're wondering why your makeup doesn't look like other people, you know. So I think just to be safe as a beginner, if you don't have the skill yet, then I do recommend using powder products. My favorite contour palette, or 3-in-1 contour palette that I'm using right now, is the LA Girl. There's 2 types. There's the Spice palette and the Glam palette. I have the Spice palette. It has 2 blush shades, it has 1 bronzer, and it has highlighter. Honestly, I love it. It's very good. It's affordable. As a beginner, I really do recommend that you get that 3-in-1 palette. It doesn't have to be from LA Girl, to be honest. You can get Essence. Essence also has like powder contours. It really just depends on you, your preference, what you want to get, and how your budget is looking. but as a beginner, just to be safe, I do recommend that you use powder products for your bringing definition and warmth to your face. I used the blush from the same palette and the highlighter from the same palette, and honestly my makeup came out looking really good. So yeah, do check that out. To set and finish your makeup, you need a really good setting spray. I feel like this depends on preference again. What look are you going for? Are you looking for a more dewy look? Are you looking for a matte look? What you're looking for, the finish that you're looking for will influence the type of setting spray that you buy. Right now, currently, I am using the Hello Girl setting spray. It sets and melts the makeup into my skin for a lasting finish. Another good setting spray is the Rimmel London. That's actually the setting spray that I wanted when I was going to buy makeup, but I couldn't find it. It was sold out at Discount. And that Rimmel London, I think it's Fix and Something spray. I'll include it here so you guys can see. Fix and Something spray, that's like a spray that's used by makeup artists. Like when I took my makeup class, that's the setting spray that my tutor was using, and I've just been seeing on social media and stuff that a lot of girlies in South Africa are using the Rimmel London, and that's because it's really good. To be honest, if you go to a store and you can find the Rimmel London spray, rather get that one. I'm not saying that the Hello Girl is like bad. No, I love it. I use it right now. It does a really great job for me, but I really do think that the Rimmel London is the better option. Another setting spray that is really popular right now, that's more on the pricey side, is the Maybelline, what is it called? I forgot what it's called. I'm going to include it in the Maybelline in the purple bottle. That one is also really good. I have that one. I use that one. I normally use that one on my clients. It's really good. So that's also another setting spray that you can invest in. But yeah, honestly, you just buy what you feel like you can afford, what fits into your budget. And as a beginner, you obviously don't want to start off buying expensive products, because you first want to learn and master the skill, and then over time you can like start buying the products that are more expensive. For finishing touches, you need mascara, you need lip liner, and you need lip gloss. You can honestly get these things from Essence. I don't think it really matters. You don't have to get the expensive things. You can get the Lash Princess mascara from Essence. Honestly, I have it right now. I use it. It does a really great job in like opening up your eyes and, you know, creating definition for eyelashes. I obviously have lashes on right now, but I did use it on my bottom lashes. I don't know if you guys can see, but yeah, it really did a great job in just, you know, lengthening and adding definition to my lower lash line. And then honestly, eyeliner, guys, is just to line your lips for lip combo vibes. It's just to line your lips, so it doesn't really matter what you like, which eyeliner you get. You can also use your eyebrow pencil to line your lips. Honestly, it really depends on you. So you can also get that from Essence. And then obviously a lip gloss. Essence has that really popular lip gloss that the girlies like, the clear one. You can get that lip gloss, and honestly, you're good to go. You'll be able to achieve a nice flawless makeup look. The most important thing to understand as a beginner, you guys, is that first of all, practice makes perfect. And also your makeup may not look how it looks online, because remember, people online are using like high definition cameras, they're editing, they're using Facetune on their pictures and on their videos. So I think what you need to understand is that most people have textured skin, and it will show through your makeup. Don't be discouraged when you do your makeup and your pimple is showing, or maybe you just, like me personally, I have textured skin, so makeup. And I used to have a problem with that now. Starting out, I thought my makeup was supposed to look flawless. I thought my makeup was supposed to look smooth like in real life, until I realized that, you know what, this is my skin, this is what my skin looks like, and this is how makeup looks. So don't be discouraged. Don't feel like you're doing something wrong when you're doing your makeup because it doesn't look how it looks online. It's never gonna look like that. Makeup in real life has texture. Practice, have fun experimenting, and just find what works for you. That's it for this video, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.